Hello YouTubers, welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to talk about where to find a Wendigo and try and kill it. The obvious locations are the Wendigo cave. You pretty much guaranteed to find one, but sometimes it's stuck in the roof, so I'm reluctant to say guaranteed, but where is it? It's over... It's further up, I think, right? Hopewell Cave. Okay, Wendigo, right? So Wendigo Cave, you pretty much should be able to find one. Now the problem with the Wendigo Cave is you have to go through all the tunnels, and there's a bunch of Mylurks and Kings, and it's a real pain generally for low levels. So that's probably not the location that I would probably recommend you go. The second location, again, pretty much guaranteed location, is if you do the Violent Night event and you complete it successfully, there is a Wendigo at the end. Now the problem with that, of course, is if there's somebody else and they get to the Wendigo before you do, then, unless you do the event on the private server or you're in a group where, people actually allow you to get a hit on it. So, but there is a Wendigo at that event that will spawn. The other location that you can probably server hop. So the two locations that I would probably server hop are either at the Freddy Fear's House of Scares. So there's not always a Wendigo there, but I think there's probably one there on a regular basis. White Spring in the White Spring Golf Club, again, lots of ghouls and stuff. There's a Wendigo there that will spawn sometimes. So again, couple server hops, 3, 4, 5 server hops, you're probably gonna find one. And then the location where the pylon ambush site as well is probably one location that I would probably server hop and see if we can find a Wendigo, right? So those are the ones that I'd recommend. Let me know. There's a whole whack of other places where you can actually find a Wendigo around the map. There's one at the pylon ambush site we just spoke about. There's one at the Willard Corporate Housing, the Garenhand Estate, Fort Defiance, of course. The Haven Church, which in the Mire, if you don't know where that is, I think it's just... I don't know if it's actually a marked location, but it's probably going to be, somewhere. Oh, there we go, Haven Church. So you can check out the Haven Church. There might be one there. Again, these are probably locations you can server hop, and if you're really looking for one, you can't find one. So Haven Church, Freddy House of Fears, the Mountain Bed and Breakfast. I can't say I've seen it there that often. Big B's Rest Stop. I can't say I've seen it there that often, and they've kind of they've changed it around a little bit. This one might be a good location, is the K-Max Transmission. I think there's pretty much one there every time that I've been there. The Seneca Rocks Visitor Center. I don't visit that location too often. There's Seneca Rocks, and I think the Visitor Center's down below somewhere. Anyway, that's one you might want to check out. The Watoga Emergency Services, the Drop Site C2, Drop Site G3, the Firebase LT, the Salt Grinders. And there's a bunch of other locations. Like I said, I think the guaranteed, if you want to use the word guaranteed, is probably going to be the Violent Night one, if you can finish that event, and then the Wendigo Cave. But anyway, let's go take a look. I'm at White Spring now. Let's go take a look. I think there's one in here. I'm going to show you. I'm just going to go to the country club at the golf club here, whatever they call it, the White Spring Golf Club. And then we'll head to a few of these locations and see if we can so normally it would be around here at the bottom. Oh, there he is. So there's one right there. Okay, so that's one location. Let's head over to the pylon site. Let's see if we can find one here. and then we'll head over to the K-Max, and then we'll do Freddy Fears, or the ones that I'll probably hit, and then hopefully you'll be able to find one in one of those locations. Okay, so this is the one where we do the Sheep Squatch Imposter event, and it's either going to be a glowing green ghoul or Wendigo typically at this one. Like I said, this is probably a good location to actually server hop, and I'm sure you eventually, oh, there it is. Okay, so there's one right there. Okay, I'm going to leave that one alive, just so I can use it against my other character. I don't have to go find one. Okay, so let's head over to K-Max and see. So I think this one, I've seen them again. I guess there's going to be either just ghouls or there's going to be a Wendigo. I'm pretty sure I've seen a Wendigo every time at that location. And of course, we shouldn't forget Earl's event. So if you're really looking for one, or you're planning to do Earl's, you can drop a nuke on a Monaco mine, and of course there are hundreds of Wendigos, right? So yeah, either join Earl's if there's one on the go. For sure, there's going to be one, right? Let's not forget that, right? All right, so we at K-Max here. Let's see if we can find one. So there's a bunch of ghouls here, and there's generally a Wendigo. Let's see if that's true. So yeah, I think it's either going to be a green ghoul, which is like this guy. I don't think there's one, or the other. Let's take a quick look here. I don't see. I think we would have heard a Wendigo by now. Let's go check. It's not inside. Okay, yeah, I'm not seeing it, so yeah, so it's probably not every time, but yeah, I'm pretty sure if you server hop at this location, you will find one, right, fairly quickly. All right, so yeah, let's hit. Why don't we hit Haven Church? So we're kind of in the same location. Okay, so this is Haven Church, I guess. Let's see if we can find a Wendigo. Not the one that I was kind of expecting. I was expecting that half one in the ground, but I see something inside. Yeah. Oh, did I? Oh no, I probably saw the ghoul. Yeah. I'm not hearing a Wendigo. So again, I can't confirm. I don't come to this location that often, so I can't really say if there's one. Yeah, it's worthwhile server hopping or not. But yeah, it doesn't look like there's one right now. Okay, so let's head up to Freddy's. I think Freddy's. House of Scares and see if there's one there. So I think there's one quite frequently. I would probably just server hop at the pylon site. It'd probably be my preferred location. Okay, we'll make this the final stop. Okay, so normally when you server hop straight in here, you should see. Okay, again, I think it's going to be either green glowing grill or Wendigo. So I don't see it. But yeah, if you wanted to server hop at either this location or the pylon location, which is over there, the pylon ambush site. Those would be the ones I'd probably do if you want to hunt one down quickly, right? Anyway, I hope you found it useful, and yeah, let me know if there's any other better locations to server hop. Like I said, there's a whole bunch of places where you can find a Wendigo. You know, Earls for sure. You know, if you drop in nukes anyway and you don't want to be bothered to go look for one, of course you're going to find them there, right? Or if you see one being dropped, right? Anyway, good luck and